I realized early on that the game was beatable and that I could make a living off of it. I felt like everyone was an enemy. I had a mission to beat everyone, to be the one and only professional daily fantasy player. I used to take every single game on every single website. I was playing 7 figures every week. I used to hear that I was a robot, that I worked for the big daily fantasy companies and the websites would keep my winnings. People were intimidated by my name. My 2 favorite bands at the time were Conditions and Lydia, and I just merged the 2 and Condia. I really don't care what people think about me. Some people are gonna not like you, and some people will admire you.
A lot of people assume that he's some big, hotshot, jerk kind of guy, just from stereotypes, and he's one of the best, but he's also one of the best people you're ever gonna meet.
We actually played a lot of golf together growing up.
I think after sophomore year, we were both on varsity, so it was like always a competition between us.
He spent, I guess, that next year pursuing golf as a professional. He'd be at the course for 12 hours per day.
I always think I'm not very good at whatever I'm doing, so I think that's what keeps me pushing harder and harder at whatever I do.
He would go through a set of irons in a season. He would literally wear the grooves out of the clubs.
When I was golfing, I kind of secluded myself from my friends and my family, and I just really committed, I guess, too much into just golf.
He wants to be the best at what he's doing, and he'll work tirelessly until he gets to that point.
I feel like golf is the only thing that I've ever tried that's beat me. I feel like with fantasy, I've been able to be successful at it.
He happened upon daily fantasy sports. He decided he was going to invest basically his life savings into playing. He decided that it was worth it, and kind of helped him to progress quite a bit faster than I think anybody else in the industry.
I was kind of in that same mindset where I have to work as hard as I can so that I can beat everyone, and I don't need anything else in my life. I enjoy it, kind of, I guess, even though it's super stressful.
It's work. At first it was really hard because he takes summers off, and when he's off on summer, we spend every waking minute together, and then as soon as football starts, it all is like a snap. I think it's really hard for him, but it's harder for him than it would be for me.
I think people don't realize how much work I really put into what I did. I would literally spend every waking hour either eating or working. That was it.
I knew he was successful, but I didn't know that all these people were tweeting and commenting, "He's the best, who is this guy on all my contests?"
Or they'd say I checked my bank account and it said Condia was here. People want to know, how is this person doing it? Who are they? Where did they come from?
I was on this mission to beat everyone, so I was the enemy. And I felt like talking to the enemy wouldn't be good for my end goal. So that's kind of why I avoided everyone. And I'm also a shy guy, so.
He's very humble, and he doesn't rub it in people's faces. He doesn't, even when for the longest of time people thought his Ferrari got towed and taken away, he never said anything. He didn't care. People thought that my car got repoed because I lost so much money to Max Dallery, but I was actually trading it in for my Lamborghini.
It was inevitable because the industry was getting to a point where there was going to be more large players.
All of a sudden, Max Dallery came after me. I'm not ashamed to say he has 7 figures of my money. It's really stressful losing that amount of money in that short of time. So I just needed some time off and enjoyed the summer, enjoyed my cars.
And that definitely changed his perspective on kind of his strategy and what he was doing, and he learned a lot from that experience, and I think that it's made him a better player going forward.
I believe he's ranked #1 now, and I don't mind. And he has a high risk tolerance and a lot of money. A lot of my money.
they'll probably be really good friends when they meet each other at the final.
I can totally think that he's going to be the top 10 because I do. I think that if I had to name the best player out there, it'd be him. The smartest person I know, it'd be him, you know?
It means a lot that I've been able to accomplish what I have. I don't think I can answer whether I'm the greatest DFS player of all time, but I think I've made more money than any other DFS player, so if that's your criteria, then maybe. But I think that anyone can become a great player as long as you put time into it.